for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand? Now you want to be friends. Now, like, it's all good. Oh, here's a picture of Lisa Ray and Gary Payton at the club. Somebody sent this to me. I need a clear copy. Hey, everybody, guess what? This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is sponsored by the Inside Scoop, which is sponsored by J.C. Penney. Oh, the shopping at a reasonable price. Don't you love that? I love J.C. Penney. And guess who's joined forces with J.C. Penney? Nicole by Nicole Miller. You see, these swanky designers, they're getting the message. Nobody wants to trick up all of their money at the most fabulous, fashionable, overpriced spots around. There's a place for J.C. Penney in everybody's life. Even Nicole Miller understands that J.C. Penney's where it's at. Listen to this. America's sweetheart in sportswear has partnered with J.C. Penney to create Nicole by Nicole Miller. It's a smart casual line that promises to carry women through the work week and into the weekend. And here's what she says. It lets you be who you want to be. It's a feminine collection, nicely priced. Ladies, from $26 to $100. Great designs should be affordable, is what she says. And I agree. Thank you, Nicole Miller. Thank you, J.C. Penney. It's spring. Spring is in the air. Girls, are you doing those skirts with the big swingy bottoms? That's what's in fashion. The flowers on the skirts, and brooches are still in style. J.C. Penney's got all that. Terrific hats, jeans, sexy little tops at affordable prices. Affordable. You go into JCPenney, you can shop for you, your whole family, everybody. Mother's Day's coming. What mother wouldn't want something nice from JCPenney? They've got a wide variety of stuff. They've got hot accessories, the latest trends at an affordable price for we fashionistas. It's all inside. I love JCPenney. I got a JCPenney approximately 2.2 miles from my house. And I dip in and out. I have my favorite entrance door. Do you know where I like to enter? I don't know why, because my bathrooms are done, but I always like to enter through kitchen and bath. I like to enter over in the bath area. And then your mother too, Lauren? One of the interns today, Lauren. Your mother enters through. That's her favorite entrance. I love that because you can match, the soap dispenser to the towels, to the tissue dispenser. Yup, to the mats on the floor. Then I always go over to the cosmetic area. I pick up my Derma blend. I get my sunflowers. I love Sunflowers by Elizabeth Arden. They have that at JCPenney. I love that. Get my sunflowers. Look at the earrings. The ethnic jewelry look is in. I haven't been able to do it, but I like to look. Try. My mother likes that kind of stuff. I'm going to get her a whole bunch of the ethnic jewelry for Mother's Day. She doesn't know that. I'm getting it at JCPenney, 2 miles from my house. That's the Inside Scoop. Sponsored by JCPenney. Right here on the Wendy Williams Experience. Oh, I must say I love you, JCPenney. The Inside Scoop is sponsored by JCPenney. And remember, everybody, it's all inside JCPenney. Love you, baby. Please, somebody turn down the heat before I pass out.
I just turned it on.
No, turn it down. Donald Trump is being hit with a lawsuit by a man who claims that Trump stole the idea of The Apprentice. Next, Martha Stewart's company is reimbursing a portion of her legal fees from her recent court battle to the tune of $3.7 million. Yeah. Martha Stewart's company. Little Kim will be paying her legal. I wonder if Little Kim has to pay her friend. I bet you that was part of the deal. Come on, girl, take this ride. I'll pay all your legal fees. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Kim's got a career, though, after this. The streets will still be watching. I don't know whether The white people that she made friends with, will be there for her. But I know the streets will still be there.
She'll get her own show.
I would love for the cameras to follow her from the walk out of prison. But you know what? It depends on the kind of time she's doing. Reality shows, I wish they would go away, but they're not. If she gets a Martha Stewart special, 5 months, then she'll be able to come out and jump right into the reality realm. As a matter of fact, she's probably talking to people right now. But if she gets my feelings that she's going to get a triple Stewart, 15 months, and 5 times 3, she get a triple Stewart. In 15 months, I don't know that reality shows will be the big thing, but I do know one thing. I don't see anybody stepping up to take little Kim's position in this game. She's cemented it. I mean, there's only one Kim. She kind of made Salt and Pepper did it, but little Kim took it and reconfigured it. She took her clothes off.
Yeah, naughty.
And naughty, and talked about guns and drugs, and little Kim, and Salt and Pepper talked about tramp, what you call me, They were pioneers, but little Kim took it someplace else. You could never take the little Kim position, and because I don't see Jackie O trying to close in the ranks anytime soon, Kim. And Trina, I love you, but you know what? Not really. And the rest? No, well, that's Kim. There will still be a career. I did Inside Edition earlier today. I don't know what time it plays in everybody's markets and stuff like that. I won't be watching myself because I was told that the Inside Edition, I was asked, do you want to do Inside Edition? They want to talk to you about Kim. I don't want to miss a moment, to get my shine on. Because this is what I do, when people in our arena get in trouble, I seem to be the go-to person. So I should have known better and worn something, you know what I mean, and flatten my hair and whatnot. But I didn't get any calls this morning when I was getting dressed. So, I didn't even think about it, actually, like I'm going to be the go-to person. But ever since that Whitney Houston interview, thank you, Whitney. Ever since that Whitney Houston interview, I've been the go-to for when the Negroes get in trouble. I get calls for R. Kelly. And so on my way into work, I get the call about little Kim and, on hard copy one, Inside Edition. Damn, why do I keep saying that? Well, shout out to everybody at hard copy. I've done your show a million times too. Inside Edition, wanted to come and set up the cameras. My hair is really over-teased today. You can't over-tease it too much for TV because then it starts to look crazy. But I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm not a supermodel. I'm a talking head. So let me just, go on and do it. So I'm not going to be watching because I really don't want to face the truth about the tease and pop. Do it on TV, I know it's going to look crazy. In person, I like it. Or TV could be something different. And I don't want to know. But they asked me about Kim, and I said, let me ask you something. I asked them a question, behind the scenes. I said, what other hip-hop female would have white bread hard copy, Inside Edition? Same difference, hard copy. They, both of them. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean, this is not exactly, the BET Nightly News coming up in here. It's these people. And I know their audience. I said, because they asked me, do you think Kim will have a career afterwards? And I was like, oh, sure. And I said, let me ask you, what other rapstress would garner the attention of you all, doing a story and bringing a camera out and talking to me and stuff, besides Missy Elliott? They said no other. Foxy, I mentioned your name. They said, no. And I didn't mention it on the camera. I didn't mention it for trouble, but I was just trying to gauge where the executive producers of these shows' heads are. They're with Kim, in terms of wanting to cover this story. That's it, though. They didn't say nothing about you, Jackie O, and Trina. Anyway. Can I talk about a current affair? Because I want to tell you something. I was really, I'm still stunned that Ro called Al and Al didn't return Ro's call. I'm even more stunned that she was woman enough to admit that she called him. That was like, that was real. And she shared with us, Ro Watts, yesterday. And she even volunteered. He gave me this watch. Did you hear her say that she was wearing a watch? And I was just like stunned at her pinkness. She said, Al gave me this watch. That was 10 years ago or more. That was like 15 years ago that they dated. Had a little diamonds around it and stuff like that. Al gave me this watch. I saw him out, about 2 months ago, she said, or whatever she said. And we talked, and he was looking good, and we exchanged numbers, and I called him. He never called me back. Yeah. Exactly. She admitted it. Well, listen to this Arthel Neville. Arthel Neville got the position as one of the anchors on the new A Current Affair. But this is what she says. She says, here's Arthel. You know Arthel Neville. She was on Good Day Live, and, she's done stuff. Arthel says, Rolanda Watts tried out. Neville says animatedly over the phone, a bunch of black women tried out for this puppy, and I lucked out and I got it. Wow, that's like how she sang it is so. She says puppy. She said a bunch of black women tried out for this puppy, and I lucked out and got it. Exactly. Me damn ow. Oh boy. Ro, well, you didn't say you've been trying out for shows like that. Well, I guess you didn't get it, so why would you say it? That's okay, because Arthel said it. I joked with Sean Robinson that the rest of us would have to wait for her to leave the show for another job to open up. Jumanda. Okay, listen to this. Yeah, that's Jason Kidd's wife, Jumanda. Hit the appropriate music. Wrong.
Oh, here you go.
Jumanda Kidd tried. Oh, you got a crazy name, woman. Turn that off. Anyway, listen to this. Arthel Neville still clucking. So she says, other than African Americans, she says these other women tried out too. She says Lisa Canning, Aisha Blake, Jumanda Kidd, Sharice Strawberry, Daryl's wife, Patrice Berry. I thought you were a motivational speaker. Since when did you, Patrice Berry, want to get back into gossiping and whatnot?
Since you need her rent paid.
I was going to say, I guess you need your bills paid, right? Mm-hmm. All right, Arthel Neville. Now I'm watching you on A Current Affair, but I'm watching you with a screw face. Like, why do you have to... Oh, all right. Congratulations, Arthel. Michael's maid says the kids were drunk in the house and tearing the joint apart. No. Well, it's in the newspaper.
Mexicans getting involved now.
By the way, shout out to Shaquille O'Neal and congratulations. His Wheatie box hit supermarket shelves this week, and he says, I remember as a youngster going to the store and seeing all the guys, Kareem and Magic, on the box and saying to my mother and father, I'm going to be on the cover one day. And then they'd smack me in the head and say, shut up. You know what? I'm rushing to the store. I'm going to get two of them, one to open and one to, put in. We have like it's ghetto, but we got like I don't want to say break front because that's what your old Aunt Dottie used to call it. But, one of those glass cases where we put all kinds of Negro hip hop memorabilia and stuff like that. Some cool stuff that we've gotten from some players in the game. Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. We got some really cool stuff. We got autographed Jay-Z sneaker in there. We got my Jam Master J's that were limited. I put that in there. I got my Master P doll that Master P autographed. I got just some stuff that I think is worthwhile. So I'm going to take one and put it in there too. And then one day when I'm in Miami or something, stalk Shaq and get him to sign it and then put it back up in there. Anyway, I want to talk about, oh God, the show is going by so fast. Ugh. More Alicia Keys. More Michael. Paula Abdul. Aretha Franklin.
It's Wendy, man.
You can go on the stand, Steve, but the point is keep your mouth shut. Anybody from the streets knows that. You never talk on nobody.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
So Janet Jackson has this stalker who weighs 320 pounds, and it's gotten really nasty, you all. So the court ordered that he's got to stay within 100 yards from her. But, that doesn't help a determined 6'1", 320-pound man carrying box cutters and knives trying to get at her. He's 46, so he's lost his mind. If you're still acting crazy at 46, you're crazy. His name is Robert, and he's been harassing Janet for nearly 10 years. And she says, I'm extremely fearful that he's going to make an attempt to contact me physically while being armed. And he's already made those attempts. It's just that he hasn't gotten right at her. He's claiming that he has hit her up for $70,000 to buy a house. Janet, I want to buy a house. You have $70,000. And showed up uninvited at one of her brother's house parties looking for Janet. And it was back in April of last spring that she was rehearsing for Saturday Night Live, and he actually passed security and showed up at the rehearsal. And when security searched his duffel bag, they found a box cutter and a large pair of scissors and a knife. Like he was about to do her in. They also discovered that he had gotten tickets for the actual performance. Because remember, this is rehearsal that he showed up at. For the actual performance. In addition to that, Janet says that he's been doing crazy phone calls and letters and faxes to her. And he's claiming he's homeless, but he has some money from someplace to be flying all over the place looking for her. He wants to have sex with her and expose his sick fantasies about his sexual wants to her. And in one of the faxes, he wrote, "Damn it, Janet. I know it's been 3 years since we've been intimate, but if you still love me, it shouldn't matter." Yeah, scary, man. Oh, and Puffy has enlisted the services of Common and Talib Kweli to ghostwrite for him. And Kanye West is on board to produce several tracks for the new Puffy solo CD, which will be coming out sometime after the dust is cleared from him selling half to Warner. So now he's got, I guess, half the problems that he used to have in terms of, I don't know. All I know, he's working on a solo CD. Okay. Tyrann Moore is Peppa's child's father. He's down with Murder Inc. and not this guy Tay-Tay on the run from the Rockefeller. I'm glad we straightened that out. Thank you, Chrissy. Hey, Peppa. Peppa got pissed and pulled out a pump. Alicia Keys has decided to patch things up with her father. Well, she said that it's a healing process and it's delicate and it takes time, and the process is still underway, but she was tired of always being upset every time she thought about her father. So instead, she's tried to patch up, and I'm sure he's happy for that, because the first thing he can do after they patch is ask for a loan or something. But she said she's tired of holding that cloud of pain with unanswered questions and grudges and sarcasm and bitterness and whatnot. So they're going to work on patching things up, and that's good. Father's Day is coming, June 12th. Isn't it June 12th? June 12th.
June, right around the second week in June.
Yeah, second week in June. That's good. That's nice, Alicia. The healing process. So back to Michael Jackson and the maid and the drunk kids. But first, Paula Abdul. Okay, so the prosecutors are deciding whether to file criminal charges against Paula Abdul for an alleged hit-and-run freeway accident last December. Apparently, she was tooling along in her Mercedes. But they're saying that the driver apparently failed to look while changing lanes and didn't stop to exchange information. Nobody was hurt in the incident. The driver and the passenger in the struck car took down the Mercedes license number and pulled out the damn camera phone. That's because that's what they're for. And that's how they tracked it down to be Paula. So it wasn't a hit and run like Robin Givens style. In Miami. I mean, where Robin mowed down the 86-year-old woman and kept going. I mean, she just a little tap, while changing lanes. Well, depending on the time of night, I don't know that I would have stopped either. I'm sorry. But you get very leery about that stuff. Because, you be talking on your phone. You don't know where they tap you purposely to get you to pull over so they can rape you and steal. Was that my fault or their fault? Lisa, hold on a minute. On the cell phone, Lisa, hold on a minute. Oh, never mind. I'm just going to keep going. I'll go over to the shop. They'll bang it out tomorrow. It's better than pulling over and being raped. I mean, there's a million ways to decipher that. A lone woman driving in any kind of car, you always have to wonder about a tap. Was that a tap? Or is this, somebody trying to tap me up? You know what I mean? Did I do that or did they do that? It's not worth finding out. Let me just keep going. Hit the gas a little faster and go on about your business. Those damn camera phones. Why didn't she turn off her lights? See, that's the first thing. Why is that? I'm always thinking stuff like that. I remember I ran through the Easy Pass because I didn't feel like waiting.
Been there.
And I ran through the Easy Pass and turned off my lights as I was running through.
Done that.
Got the $25 ticket because those are infrared cameras and they take your picture in the dark.
Done that too.
But for changing lanes and a tap and a damn camera phone, you turn off your lights and hit the gas. Yo, I was driving home last night, right? Those little passenger vans that take people back and forth to the airport? One of them lost the back left tire.
Uh-oh.
It rolled off. Literally, it's rolling in the street. There's sparks shooting out as the van is trying to pull to the side of the road, and I was no more than 6 cars behind it all. But everybody acted accordingly. Nobody slammed brakes. Everybody, it was like me and a bunch of soccer moms out there. Everybody was driving soccer mom style when that happened. Just very cautiously, very, and dodging this wheel that was just rolling around the street while the van was trying to pull to the side on 3 wheels and sparks. I'm not going home. Put that sign down.
Uh-oh.
The ex-maid at Michael's house, which she dubbed the house Pocono's Pleasure Island, not Neverland, because she says she's watched countless kids run wild through the house, intoxicated. Excuse me? The maid described life at Neverland as part Animal House and part a PG-rated Roman orgy, where the kids excessively, they ate excessively, too much candy, too many rides, and they'd ride the rides until they're sick. They'd crash the golf courts and trash the Neverland Mansion with silly string. There were no rules. They became wild and destructive. They threw candy and popcorn in the theater. The boys grew demanding with no respect. They were like tornadoes. Once, a younger brother stuck a knife in my back while I was washing dishes. You know what? This just sounds like fun that kids have under no supervision. It sounds like a fun place to be when you're 8. Before the lights go out, that is. Because the other side of that. Yeah, I'm saying. But that's nice. You go to somebody's house, you get hopped up on candy, and you do rude stuff. Yeah. Everybody did that when they were kids. Growing up in Ocean Township, a lot of the people, they had live-in maids, and their parents would be all busy and crap. They'd be real disrespectful to the maids, but black knows black, so we'd never be like that. Like me and my brother, we were never like that. But it was terrible to see how people in the middle of the winter locking poor Rosita out on the damn deck while we were inside with the beer ball in the kitchen. The parents are off in Atlantic City or something like that, and the last thing they said is, "Rosita, you're in charge." Kids taking over that, just wilding out.
It's fun.
Red wine on white carpet and all kinds of disrespectful stuff. Anyway, I gotta go. You all have a fabulous first weekend of spring. That's what I'm dubbing this. I don't care. I got the fever. And hopefully we'll all be back together on Monday. Okay? We'll watch the news and keep up with what's going on, and we'll have some more to talk about. Oh, and watch Inside Edition, but don't fax me a damn thing about the legendary Tease and Pop. I'm corresponding about Little Kim on Inside Edition today. Bye.
Peace party, people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Okay, I got a real nice lineup for us during the bonus hour. going to talk about Lisa Marie Presley. We're going to talk about Puffy and Ashton. We're going to talk about 50 Cent and his Reebok deal. We're going to talk about that damn Kobe Bryant, Jennifer Aniston, and Brad Pitt. The divorce is back on despite all the dating. I got to get to a few letters. People want advice on certain things. Tina McMillan is blasting Star Jones. I mean, is that enough? A boy was tossed in a mental ward for being overweight. I wanted to tell you that story. What? What do you want to hear? What? Are we still talking about Strahan? We can do that too. It's all happening next on the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience right here at 107.5 WVLS.